Veteran art director and producer Nitin Desai was found hanging at his studio at Karjat near Mumbai on August 2. Desai is known for his work in Marathi and Hindi films like Hum Dil De Chuke Sanam, Lagan, Devdas, Jodha Akbar and more. This came a day after his appeal against an NCLT order which allows initiation of corporate insolvency and resolution process against his firm was dismissed by the National Company Law Appellate Tribunal. A couple of days later, police registered an FIR against 5 people with allegations of abetment to suicide based on a statement given by his wife, Naina. The FIR included Edelweiss MD Rashesh Shah and the resolution professional appointed by the NCLT. Edelweiss Finance, a non-banking finance arm of Edelweiss Group, had lent 181 crore rupees to Desai's firm ND's Art World between 2016 and 2018. As on June 30, 2022, the default amount stood at Rs 252.48 crore. In her complaint, Naina alleged that the officers of Edelweiss were responsible for causing mental trauma to her husband. Regulators and financial institutions have been working on the loan recovery process for long. Recently, the Supreme Court had ordered financial institutions to provide borrowers an opportunity to represent themselves before their accounts are classified as fraud. The top court held that classification of any account as fraud results in civil and criminal ramifications for the borrower, even leading to blacklisting. Blacklisting prevents a borrower from availing any subsequent credits. How then has Desai's case blurred the lines between the civil and criminal repercussions of a loan recovery process?
In this particular case that we're talking about, and there have been enough number of such instances, before the judiciary, before even the administration, before police status, on this regard, where not only is the person committed suicide, but in his suicide note, for example, if he makes any reference to the coercion exercised by or the harsh recovery process exercised by the lender, then the police will certainly get involved. Now, it does become difficult for the lender to defend in a situation like this. I mean, civil is a different subject. Criminal laws are very different,
So then, how do instances such as Desai's case impact the banking sector's loan recovery process?
The mechanism that has been adopted by the lender, in this case an NBFC, to recover the money seems to be in sync with the existing legal framework in India. If indeed unfair means have been resorted to, have been taken by the lender in this case, which can be proved in court, then I think it will not delay, and then accordingly the things will move. It will not delay blow to the recovery process. It will delay blow to unfair recovery. So that will be a lesson for the lenders, not for the credit culture.
In July this year, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said in the Lok Sabha that the government was aware of merciless loan repayments methods by banks. She said that the government had instructed banks to avoid taking harsh steps and the cases of loan repayment should be handled with sensitivity. So, is India's loan recovery process too harsh?
There is a system, there are procedures, everything is in place. Of course, not for personal insolvency is a different issue. There the frames are being worked out, and unlike NCLT, this will be dealt with by DRT. So that bit is still not there, but overall the recovery process has been set in motion. And is it too harsh? Definitely not.
The lender is a mere intermediary. He is mobilizing deposits or he's mobilizing loans in case of NBFCs, debt. And he's providing funding, let's say, to a certain sector. And the borrowers, when they enter into that contract, they take, they're obliged under the contract, to repay on time. Where the hope for recovery may have reduced, then they have to adopt some method. It's a very subjective thing whether to a borrower, he may consider it as a harsh treatment or he may consider it as a soft treatment. But in some form or the other, the follow-up has to take place so that the lender recovers his money.
While experts agree that the death of Desai is unfortunate, They emphasize that the established process of loan recovery is critical to the bank's lending business and isn't too harsh.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
She's working her way to the corner office. Business Standard.